Meditation, intimate experiences with the divine through contemplative practices. A common sentient series by Sacred Stories Publishing. The quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. Rumi. A time to choose. We find ourselves right now in the age of great transformation, one of the most consequential moments in human history. These are indeed the times that the great prophets and seers throughout the millennia have spoken about. Mankind has experienced and survived many eras of tremendous change, of course, yet with each turn of the spiral, the permutations become more amplified, as if there will be one final revolution of the cycle that turns it all around, so we can start anew once more. In this meditation, I invite you to become aware of the two types of consciousness that reside within the soul. Let us choose the consciousness of light over the darkness of past stories, the history that gets into our way. Let us now remember our connection to the Supreme Energy, the Supreme Soul, the being of light. For far too long, we have allowed the external forces to dictate our inner force. And at this time, I choose to get off the grid and step inside the heart, to be myself. I choose to no longer be under the influence of what the world tells me, what my parents have told me, my spouse, friends, or anyone who has been a negative influence in my life. In this meditation, I stand strong in the original, eternal, imperishable worth of the soul. I, the being of light, the soul of power, I step into the heart and I become a being of love, a being of light and goodness. Welcome everyone to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Namaste. Good morning. How's everyone doing? I hope well. You know what I'm realizing, and I'm telling the crew this too. Your only assignment is to get over yourself, to stop nulling over things that you could not change from your past. Do you know how much you being attached to your past is holding you back from all the things that you are sitting down and dreaming about? Financial abundance, having a child like Krishna, a husband like Krishna, having a relationship that's like your soulmate is with you, living in harmony, having inspiring people around you. One of the things that I really love is when I show up and I see the light in people's eyes light up when they see me. But I also love when my eyes light up when I see you. It's a shared investment here. It's not just one side. But I'm telling you, the reason why shows like this exist, scriptures, life coach, motivational speakers, sages, gurus, saints, positive thinking people, your grandmother, your parents perhaps. They keep telling you, be like this, think like this, walk like this, do this. It's that you're not believing in yourself. The minute you start to believe in you, you don't need any of these scriptures and books and gurus and shows like this. And it's not an intellectual thing, it is a real thing. So in the meanwhile, we're together on this journey until we get it. Are you hearing me? If you were on my near-death experience Zoom private show last few weeks ago, no matter if you were an atheist, a serial killer, a saint, an angel, you didn't drink, you didn't smoke, God still took you in. And not only did you feel the depths of this love that God has for you, when you came back, you didn't want to be an ugly person. It just became so clear to you, your purpose of being here. So what stops you and what takes away your joy? It's you stuck in your past. I am so clear on that. Even when certain events are occurring in my life now that I'm not really happy with, and I'm not even going to say that I'm not happy with it. That's not correct. But there's an event that's occurring and it's not comfortable. It's not very comfortable. But if I'm using Baba's wisdom and I'm using the love that I'm feeling from my relationship and connection to God's light, I will be able to handle this situation. It's not comfortable, but you know what? It's not mine. It's not mine to hold. It's not mine to keep. Why am I holding something that has sorrow in it? Why am I trying to cling to something that is so-called looking like it's broken? Has no hope. It's scary. I'm God's child. That's me being present, and that's me making it predestined for me. I want you to think about this. If I'm Baba's child, what can I not accomplish? What can I not do? And the reason why we need conversations like this is that we don't believe in our capacity and abilities anymore. We're stuck somewhere in a past that was predestined to occur. Now, a lot of you might question the formula, but I'm telling you, 75% of your past is absolutely the best. 75, you can even raise it and make it higher. It's a very small percentage of your life that was very challenging. And that was important for you to experience because I'm sure it pushed you if you let it. A tsunami comes right now and blows throughout Om Shanti village and clears away the trees and stuff. You know what happens? We start to plant new trees. We start to build something better than what we had before. We start to open up to new opportunities. Sometimes the challenge, or what you might call trauma, or guilt, or shame, or disappointment, or feeling like you were a victim, or feeling like you're not heard or seen or valued, all of that were actually opportunities to push you forward, but you got stuck in it. The storm came not to hurt you. The storm came to clean out things that you needed to clean out, but you weren't doing it when you had the space. So that trauma or situation from the past was actually a means to push you ahead, but then you kept turning back and trying to fix your past which nobody has been able to accomplish. We might say we'll fix what has gone wrong, but you could only do that by being present. You can't go back to the past to fix it. There's a saying in the teachings of Raj Yoga, whatever is predestined to occur will occur. Whatever has happened in the past was destined. Let it go. Stop remembering your past. It is blocking financial abundance, healthy and happy relationships of respect and love, health and beauty and wellness, and your ability to always think above challenges. You think challenges aren't going to come to you? Your challenges are your tsunami to wake you up and to push you forward. You've got to keep moving on this journey than to keep looking back, right? Looking back, my past is like this. You know, they did this to me. They should have done this for me. Why didn't they do that? Brahma Baba in the Brahma Kumaris, he went through so much. I mean, this man is just walking, minding his business. The energy of God's light, enters his subconscious, not mind, not intellect, subconscious. That energy of God's love entered so deep into his being, his whole energy awakened into him seeing his own lives, his destiny, his future. And when he taught everyone, be present. God is the Supreme Being. He's here to remove your suffering. You are an immortal, eternal soul. Don't think of your past. Stop thinking of your past. It will only hold you back. It's become such a habit for us. We actually spend more time living in the past than celebrating the present, which is supposed to be creating our future. It's insanity, I tell you. We're not supposed to be stuck in our past. It's against the law. Do animals walk backwards? Do human beings walk backwards? Do you eat stale food that has been on the table during summer for a week and eat it and enjoy it? That's past. When you get stuck in your past, and if you're thinking about a past that has emotional connections to another person, maybe a person who is not even present for you, don't you feel a void? As if something's not really connecting here? I got a text message from someone yesterday, and I caught myself like going back in the past in my relationship with that soul. And I said, stop, Jen. That's Raj Yoga. The minute you find yourself going back to the past, whether my relationship with that person was very, what's the word, complicated maybe, challenging, uncomfortable. A simple text message she sends me about something. There were a million ways that she could respond to my query. There was not like, oh, that sounds good, that makes sense, that please tell me more. It was more, nope, 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 nope. And my thoughts were going, I caught myself, what do you mean? She's being herself. I had to change very quickly. She's herself. She's being herself. It's nothing personal. You're the ones that's going back in the past of your relationship with this person, but it's not true. If you believe that, it's true. Simple example. I'm having an argument with my brother. I don't like him. He does this. He never likes me. He's like that. 20 years later, my brother shows up, happy, smiling. I said, boy, he never liked me. And so what I've done, I've created that memory again. I was talking to someone the other day, and they basically were very authentic and honest. Sister Jenna, we don't see you much anymore. We don't get to spend any time with you. And I thought to myself, but I'm with you right now. Isn't that present? I'm with you. But they've brought the fact that I didn't spend time with them, and so now they're creating that karma even though I'm with them. She was recreating the karma to validate. She doesn't spend any time with me. She doesn't talk to us anymore. She's too busy for me. And because she creates that energy, even when I'm with her, she makes it a confirmation for her destiny. Unknown to her that she's recreating something she doesn't like. You get it, everyone? So keep checking yourselves that you're not really creating a past that you're very uncomfortable with by creating it in your present moment. Your past is your destiny. Stop, stop, stop letting your past feed your divine intellect. That's why we're not attracting the things that we dream about. That's why when we watch television or movies or hear songs or look at other people's lives and it looks so grand and we think, what happened to mine? Follow that which inspires you and uplifts you. Get off of the couch and do something with what you've got, but also be patient with yourself. I've tried for this, I've tried for that. I know it hasn't happened yet. It will. Don't lose patience. Keep moving, no matter what. I hope this helped you. Take a deep breath in. Let's have a moment of beautiful, inspiring meditation by the wonderful Grammy Award winner Ricky Cage, who composed the music in the background, and me having the fortune to offer the spoken word. Take a deep breath in. Enjoy. Keep moving no matter what. There's a flow. This thing called life. It moves us ever onward, upward, forward. Like rivers of water, it keeps moving, no matter what. Over and under and round it flows. Let the currents take you on the journey of life. Simply keep going with the flow. Keep moving, no matter what. Om Shanti. Welcome back, everyone. I love that meditation. It's one of those meditations that you play on a Saturday morning as you get up to kind of get the house together, and you're moving and you're listening to these spoken words and it's inspiring you. All we're trying to do here is to get ourselves out of our past. Let your present be so holy, sacred, and powerful that when it becomes your past, it is so natural and organic and pure and powerful, you don't have to remember it. It's just moving you. In the same way that you go back to your past, especially when you feel a sense of loss or trauma or disappointment, shame, hurt, guilt, whatever it is that you're feeling, it's almost as if it's automatically pulling you back. Then if you take control of your present moment and you bring Baba into your life and you begin to use the tools of Raj Yoga and you practice soul consciousness, which is good wishes, pure feelings, benevolent feelings for everyone, you're uplifting not only your life, but the whole environment around you. So when that becomes your past, what do you have recorded more of? Exactly. So that even if that past pulls your intellect because it's positive and uplifting, it just becomes a cycle. And you're making that destined. You will not walk with fear. You will not question your potential or your future. Does it make sense to you? So what do you think AI would say about this, Santosh Bhai? What is the destiny? Is this thing all predestined? Do we have a past, or are we just making it up? What does the AI say? Is everything predestined? The question of whether everything is predestined is a profound philosophical and theological issue that's been debated across cultures. Determinism in theology, religious views. Some religious traditions, like certain interpretations of Calvinism, which I have to check out that, in Christianity, believe in predestination, where God has predetermined all events and outcomes in the universe, including human actions. I totally, personally don't agree with that. I don't believe God has predetermined all the events. I believe the universe and the drama has things predetermined, and I believe God is there for me to remember to get me out of situations I'm not comfortable with. Let's continue to see what so-called awakening intelligence has to say. Free will and destiny in Islam. Islam teaches that while Allah has knowledge of everything that will happen, humans are granted free will to make choices within the parameters set by God. I get that. I'm with you on that one. Karma in Hinduism and Buddhism. In these traditions, while the concept of karma implies a causal chain of actions and their effects, there is also a strong emphasis on free will and the ability to influence one's future through present actions. I agree with that completely. Philosophical views. Again, determinism, philosophical determinism argues that all events, including moral choices, are determined by previously existing causes. The view is closely related to the idea of causality in physics. I get that. Libertarianism, this philosophy posits that free will is incompatible with determinism and that individuals have the freedom to choose between different possible courses of action unimpeded. Compatibilism. It believes that free will and determinism are not mutually exclusive and that people can be both determined and free depending on how the concepts are defined. Scientific views, and we'll stop here. Physics. Classical physics suggests a deterministic universe, famously summed up by Laplace's daemon, which could theoretically predict the future if it knew the positions and velocities of all particles. However, quantum mechanics introduces elements of randomness and probability, which suggests that not everything at the quantum level is predictable. Let me just go one more, Santosh. That practical one. The practical consideration. I'm curious to hear what they have to say. Could you scroll up? In everyday life, whether or not things are predestined often influences people's approach to responsibility, ethics, and motivation. Some may find comfort in the idea of a predestined path, while others might feel driven by the belief in free will and the ability to shape their own destiny. I love that one. So what is our assignment for today? Stop thinking about your past. Enough is enough. Your present might be really awesome, like even right now. So as I mentioned to you earlier, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Next Normal. After our morning classes of the Brahma Kumaris, we have something called Avyak signals, which are very high, natural, pure thoughts of the self. This month, we're focusing on steps to create good relationships. Today is to know the sanskars, the personality, the subconscious, deep nature of a person, to know the sanskars of one another, to remain in harmony with one another, while giving love to one another, is the specially victorious souls. However, you can only have love for one another when you harmonize your sanskars and thoughts with each other. For this, keep imbibing the virtue of easiness and lightness. Lovely, no? Now let's see who are some of the angels on before I say a warm goodbye. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us today. I hope you took something from the show. Nina, welcome. Divya, glad that you realized that we're live. So it's good to see you and good to have you on board. Etta, Dr. Etty, Om Shanti. My love to your Zoe. Your beautiful Zoe. Your beautiful Zoe. Sending so much love to your beautiful daughter. So much healing vibration. So certified locally, Dinesh, thank you. Yukti, Shobha, Zuguzu, wonderful. And Roshi, Om Shanti. So nice that you started your day with the Next Normal. I'm grateful that you're joining. Ramila Patel, Om Shanti. Hello everyone, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the way that you can move out of your stuckedness. Keep looking and investing in that which is positive and good for you. Elevate your life now. You're at one of the greatest eras of all time. The confluence age, the age for the great transformation. Anyway, I'm going to be in New York, so hopefully I'll see you all. I'll be at Times Square on April 22nd, and I'd like you to see my invitation here for you. Come and see me. It'll be a wonderful time together. I love you. Take care of yourselves, and remember to break your attachment. Practice loving everyone the same. See you tomorrow. Om Shanti, everyone. I'm Sister Jenna from the Brahma Kumaris. We're coming up to Earth Day. She needs us. I'll be in New York City at Times Square on April 22nd from 12 to 4 p.m. Please join us for a concert, sharing, talking, immersive experiences, and in the evening, a meet and greet at Loom Studios from 5 until midnight. Listen, one of the reasons why I became a vegetarian is to see in what way I could contribute to humanity. And then I realized I needed to also meditate and make my mind clean and clear. That too is an environment, and that I did. For many years now, I've recognized that my transformation of becoming a better person is also sustaining planet Earth. My plea to you is join us. New York in Times Square, April 22nd, from 12 o'clock onwards, and let's make our planet Earth our best friend.